Before we get started with our training sesh, we're going to begin stretching our spiritual muscles, that we may free ourselves from any unwanted cramps, aches, and hidden pains within our bodies, that we may not be caught off guard or off balance during a fight. So remember to always flex yourself in His Word and Spirit, so you do not become a slave to any lies or deceit. In order to win as many as possible to the truth, learn to be strong with the strong, that you may win the strong. Learn to be a slave to the enslaved, although you are truly free, that you may free those who are still enslaved. To the lost, become lost, although you are found indeed. To the weak, become weak, to win those who are weak. Always be flexible to any and all fighters and styles, so if at all possible, you may free some. Now, remain loose and agile, maintaining adaptability with motion, so that you will be refreshed in the time of your need. Therefore, I tell you, continue to dedicate yourself to the truth of His Word, which is your stone. He will train your hands for every fight you face, and your fingers for victory. He is loyal, deep, and your tower. He is your castle and your helper, your support and where you are protected. His truth subdues all our enemies. And understand this, He hates unequal weights and unfair scales. Those who are lowly are lightweights, and those who are heavyweights are illusion. In comparison, they are both lighter than a feather. Thus, your footwork must become like deer's feet, so you will be able to stand in high places from times of trouble. For by it, you can defeat many fighters, step over any obstacle, dodge blows, generate power in your hits, and press the enemy against the ropes, binding him into your corner of truth. For you are not fighting against mere people, but your opponents are all of those who are unseen contenders, referees of darkness, and judges in high hidden places, trying to knock you down and keep you out for the count. But do not fear, He is with you. Therefore, do not be dismayed, for He upholds you, strengthens you, and helps you. With His righteous right hand, He will bring you through the highest mountains, the toughest terrain, the strongest of enemies, and the mightiest of battles. For the weapon of His arsenal is truth, that is sharpened by truth, as a fighter fights against another fighter, moves step by step, punch for punch, strides day by day, breath for breath. You'll give a little some days, whereas others, you'll give a lot. There's a line drawn in the sand here. As you say to yourself, I will glory in my sufferings, because I know that my suffering produces perseverance, and His grace is sufficient for me, made perfect in my weaknesses. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest on me. For the sake of Christ, then, I am content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am truly strong. The truth will free you. The light of His Word and instructions will keep you steady and weightless, because you hold to His Word. He has entrusted you as a son with these words. Son, continue to fight the good fight of faith, and take hold of the life that He has called you to live. Before many who are watching, it is time It is time to rise up and fight for truth.